This is my characteristic. Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. This is Christelle Martinet. And I'm here with this great equinox. And I'm so happy that I can do this live. And we'll be doing all of the, Aries, all that down the line. But let me just start by regrouping, okay? Telling you everything is okay. I'm okay. I'm in Italy now. The church bells behind me have just rang for 6 p.m. here. And it's, how can I say, we're on lockdown. And if you haven't experienced that, I can't tell you what it is. It's not that we, take the car and go places. No, there are roadblocks and you have to have a certain declaration with you. You can't go anywhere. I go running. I have to go around my block. I go around my block 3 times. The policemen look at me. They don't say anything to me. They know it's me at the same time every morning, and then I get into my house, take a shower, do my things. And if I have to go food shopping, I can't walk more than 20 minutes from my home. That is the decree that they just put out last night. And I go to three blocks to the supermarket where I will, if I get there on a certain amount of time, like, for example, I'll go during lunchtime when, people will be sitting eating, and then I'll only have to wait a 15-minute wait. And it's really not bad. It's really not bad. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Benjamin. Thank you. Thank you. It's sweet of you to say. And so, like I said, it's not that bad. All right. We're just relax because before the actual lockdown, I did have a cold and a cough. And when I have a cough, it's a mess. I can't do anything. And I was, 2 weeks, I didn't do anything here because every time I start to get sick, it's on my throat. Okay. I'm a throat person. I'm a, that's my, my soul's journey has to talk. I speak and communicate. So I have to be careful about that. And as we speak, I have tea here next to me, and you'll be seeing me drinking that. So it's locked down here, and it will be also where you are, I'm sure. But it really isn't that bad. It really isn't that bad. I told my subscribers I do work with a university, and I've been doing distance courses, my courses at a distance for 2 weeks now. And just to celebrate the equinox, I put out a new YouTube channel. Many of you have seen the announcement under my community section because I'm working on a book and I'm going to start campaigning it in the fall. And I put the YouTube channel for my book, and I pen my books. The channel is called, I'll write it here later on, Claudia Monacelli, also known as Christelle Martinet, because all of my books are written with that name. My children call me Christelle. So you'll see that in my community section. Like I said, we keep busy. I am busy, and I'm very happy. The song by, I can't remember. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the earth rumbling. I can't remember who wrote that, but that's how I feel. I finally feel like I'm walking. The earth has slowed down. Things have slowed down. The cars are not whizzing by. I can think, I can breathe. I actually breathe, and nothing happens. Everything happens for a reason. So, what can we do? What can we do? I eat chocolate. I drink some, tea. I drink some, cognac when I really want to warm up, or I'll go out for a walk or for a run, and you really have to treat yourself the best you can. And although we don't have a community in this country of hoarders, you don't see people going in and coming out with loads. It's not a common thing. It may be in the more rural areas. It's a little more under control. Let's say that we have more experience with it, I guess, but the numbers are extremely high. I'm not in the north, in the Milan area, in the Bergamo area, in the region of Lombardy, where it is actually a war zone. We're talking 300 deaths a day, more or less. And we just had a rise, over 1,000 2 days ago. So it's hard to believe. It really is hard to believe. The people that I work with, everyone's working 24 hours. Everyone is trying to help everyone. And there is no malice there. It is really very, very interesting. A lot of people are losing their jobs. A lot of, we pray. A lot of us, we pray. And this equinox moment is a moment where the witches in us can emerge. And you really need, and I put a podcast in that other YouTube channel to talk about the colors and things that you could do, candles, what they're used for, and how colors reflect on you, and makeup, even makeup, what you can do and what you can say during rituals of that kind. So if you agree, just before I start the readings, let me say hello to everybody. Love88, thank you. Love8888. Kelly, hello. JLY77, great. Zantsu and Grounded Expressions, Jan, I think it is, or Jen, I can't remember. Manifesting Love, Tammy, hello there. And Agnieszka, Kelly, and Experimental, thank you. Yeah, we need all the love we can get. The world, it's a world phenomenon. It's no longer just Italy. So let's get on with the show. Pisces will bear with me. I will be going towards the end. I'm changing my camera now and going to Aries. Here we are. I have here two decks, and I'll show you them here. One is the Silver Witchcraft Tarot to honor the equinox, and the Black Cat Tarot also to honor this magical period. Hello, Laura. Hello, Barbara. Now, what I'm going to do, and plus I have a line of, I've got pink quartz, rose quartz. I have anything you can think of. Onyx, moonstone, black jasper, garnet, citrine, aquamarine, labradorite, it all. It's all in a row. Let me start. Amethyst as well. So I'm going to start for Aries. Let's going in what is in store for. I also have my rooms and one thing that I forgot. Just one second. Yes, my Vera Sibilla cards that I need with me. All right. So let's see. The Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Let's see how they come out and how I'll lay them. It's always a how can I say, last minute choice, how they will be laid. Let's see. One is up. Aries. Two have come up. We've got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords and the Six of Cups. How interesting, Six of Cups. We've got you leaving one situation and going back into another. That's really clear. Let me put that right there. Let's see. With the other tarot, we may get what other signs are involved. So let's see. Yeah, look at this. It's interesting the way they come out. It always amazes me. This is the Page of Coins. The Page of Coins is the entrance card, we can say, even though those two really flipped out of the deck. Then the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands really tells you, Aries, tells us that it's time to look hard and look long at what's around you and what you have been doing. What is it that you need to kindle? You need to rekindle. You need to deal with. You need to, how can I say, solve? What mysteries are there to solve? Then we have the King of Wands, and this is you, the Aries. This is you, man or woman, and the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is a card of, and I'm reading it here, of uncertainty. It's not the embarrassment of choice that I usually think. You have many choices, and you do. But look at that. There's an apple there, and taken from the tree. We know the symbol of the apple and the tree. You expect to see a serpent around the bottom of the tree. But You have a choice, and this is definitely the time, Aries, that you are going to be making a choice between somebody you need to leave behind and someone you will be embracing. Looks like re-embracing. I'm going to take the cats here, the black cats, and take a look at the new and the old and see if I could get some idea of what these are, who these are. Let's see the old. And the new. All right, we've got here. The old is, we've got the Four of Coins. Got the Four of Coins. We have the Judgment card and the Seven of Wands. It looks like to me, Aries, that this is a person, has been long overdue, or it is someone that has already taken the role of secondary importance in your life. However, a wake-up call is in store for that person, and it could be a fellow fire sign, really. Could be a fellow fire sign. But I'm seeing that they're not going to take it sitting down. They're not going to take it sitting down. This Six of Cups yields, look at this. We've got the Chariot. These are so cute, these cards. The Chariot. We've got the High Priest. And we've got the Three of Wands. Now, it's not a new, it's the return of someone you know very well. You have an extremely important connection, a soul connection with this person, even a karmic connection. That's very clear. You both are, how can I say it? You're both taking stock of what has been going on with you for forever. You know, you may have met them 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. The Chariot does talk of going right back in there, and both of you will be taking stock of the situation. You will be discussing this together. Okay, well then what are we going to do? What would you say? What would I say? What do you think? What do you think? I'm going to take just a second to pour me a little tea here. Take these Vita Sibilla cards and lay them out a bit, because this Seven of Cups is telling me truthfully, it is the choice. It is your choice. It has always been your choice, Aries. You are on the choosing end. You're on the end of, I want that one. No, I don't want that one. I want the other one. That kind of situation I'm looking at. And they're coming up for review again. They're coming up for review. They want more. Both of them want some sort of, not declaration or statement on your part, but come on, tell me, what do you think? Something like that. And you're not having it. You're busy. You have other things to do. This Nine of Wands, you're busy trying to figure out the best thing that you have to do, where you put your energy, where you will put your energy most. And I'm seeing also that, Aries, your sense of what love means to you, is different now. It is a love that doesn't have a me-you boundary. It doesn't have me, you, them, me, them, others. It has a me. Well, Aries has always been a me. But, the head says, if I am fine, everyone around me will be just so very happy. And this is what, you're trying to spread that philosophy, that notion, and people who love you really need to understand that. I'm going to take 3 cards on this Seven of Cups. Okay, well, look here. We have this female enemy that I commonly call the bitch, excuse my French, and the happiness in the heart, and the male lover. Now, it looks like to me that there is, the lover, the position of the lover can be any of these two, of course. They are juxtaposed against an intruder. There is a third party here. Now, the third party, but there is, you know, there is happiness. I'm seeing you, for you, Aries, you don't care. You really don't give a crap at all if any of these have other people in their lives. You really don't care because you're not seeing that. That never bothers you. You have your eyes looking over the forest. You don't, your position as a person, your position as your self-confidence, that is very stable. So, you know, your idea of choice, why should I choose? Why don't I just do whatever I want? You know, it's your philosophy about love is changing. You've got a mission in life, you've got a soul's journey in life, and you have to do those things. These are people who just walk with you on your path. You don't need a ball and chain. That's what I'm saying. It looks like you don't really need a ball and chain. You already have balls and chains that are that people try to put on you, and you elude them. You elude them. I'm going to take 3 cards on this 9 of Wands. Here you go. I've got the Donna di Servizio, this housemaid, and here the militare, and the ladro, the thief, who speaks to negative change here. And it looks like that you definitely have time on your side. You've got the universe on your side. You are in a good place, especially in this period, in this equinox period that is sort of a rite of passage. It ushers in a new period for you. These two sort of cancel them out, themselves out, because what you'll be seeing now is that people who have never spoken their truth with you, one of these two perhaps the one who's returning, I'm not sure, the one that you already may leave, you may know their truth, but here it looks like to me that truth will be slow in coming. It's still, it's as if the cards are telling me, look, Aries, you don't want to know. Just, you know, turn a blind ear. Don't even listen if they want to tell you something. It's not important. It's really not important. They may want to get something off their chest. You probably can do without it. I'm going to take a look now at the runes and see what the runes tell me. Let's see. Okay, now, let's see. Well, interesting. Look, this is Awats, and as you can see, it's upside down. It's Merkstave. People have been asking, what does that mean? It's Merkstave. It means movement. You will remember that there was the chariot here, and the chariot does bring forward something, and it does instill movement. Here, Awats is Merkstave, so it tells you that a shift is underway. There are changes. Not so much in the place where you live, but the places where you go. There are changes. And okay, this makes sense. So we don't go to the normal places we have been going to. We may be, on lockdown. So you are in a sort of standstill, perhaps. Now, however, Awats also talks to gradual development and steady progress. So when there's not out and out movement, there will be progress. So it's a slow movement forward with this other person who is coming back. We have Pedro. We have Pedro, and Pedro is a very mystical, a mystical rune. It's a magical rune. And it talks of the occult specifically. And it says that secrets do emerge. There will be surprises, but they will be low and incoming. Incoming. That's what I meant. And here we've got Awats, which is the hue tree. It's a very powerful protective rune. Look, Aries, don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. You don't have to worry because the universe has your back. Now, what I really like is when this comes out. Gifu. Gifu literally means gift, and there's partnership here. And I did say that there's someone coming back. An important development in a romantic relationship. Expect that. Expect that. But like I said, the truths are slow in coming. Here we have Algites, and Algites also gives you the impression, it looks like the hue tree here. It's a very fortunate new influence in your life coming. Here too, this is protective. Friendship will be the watchword. You're going to put a premium on friendship. Now there are two other runes here. One is Isa. Isa literally means ice, and it talks about a stopping, a freezing, which makes sense. A cooling down period, and a cooling down period also in a relationship. Could be because of the distance. You may not be close to someone currently. And here we have this great, one of my favorite runes, and this is Soilo. Soilo is success. It's the rune, the sun, victory, great power. It talks of success. Now, look, this for me, Aries, is a very clear reading. But remember, we're in the period of the equinox. Do send your requests and do make that magic. Go to that website. I'll write that down now. My other YouTube channel that is called, and you'll see this. I'll put it on the screen for you. Yeah. Hang on there. All right. Now, that'll be this. There it is. You can see that. It's called Claudia Monticelli, a.k.a. Christelle Martinet. I put out, that's a place where I'll be putting out podcasts and perhaps every now and then bring out something. And the podcasts that involve this period is all about, they're all about magic. Now, quick change of pace. Let me take away these runes. Hush, hurry, 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 hurry. Take them out of the way. Get the show on the road. And who are we talking about now? We are talking about Taurus. Taurus. Let's see. I'm going to change the order of the tarot using first the Black Cat Tarot. What's in store for this rite of passage, this period that opens us up to the second half of the year, a good part of the year? What's in store for Taurus, this earth sign, really earthy sign? I have a son. My youngest is a Taurus. Typical. I used to say, I don't think this kid will make it to 3 years old. I'm going to throw him out the window. Hard head. I'm going to throw him out the window. And I'm sure a lot of moms think about that. No sleep, huh? All right, Taurus, let's see. I shouldn't say those things. It's all in jest, you know. We do know. Let's take a look. All right, so this is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. The King of Coins. There you go. King of Coins. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. And we've got, what is this? We have here the Hermit. And the last is the Four of Swords. It looks like, a hurry up and wait energy here for you, Taurus. Look, first of all, there are, this Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords does talk about friction in a relationship. Okay. Not everybody is having friction in a relationship. This is a general reading, of course. But it does also speak to a situation that causes sadness to you. And it is intellectual sadness. Intellectual sadness how? I don't mean that we are all intellects, but the mind is thinking about a project. I'll give you an example. The mind is thinking about a project nonstop. you can't get head or tails of it. You can't get heads or tails of this project because there's a block there. So this is speaking to that. I also see a very strong, this is you, Taurus, this king of coins. I see a very strong Taurus, not necessarily financially, but with a strong ego, strong self-confidence, knows the Taurus of you out there, men and women, you know where you are, you know where you want to go. And excuse me, even if you don't, you are calm, cool, and collected, because this is a time where you're walking, heel to toe, very slowly, but you're grand. You are grand, you are strong. Of course, there's this bump in the road. And what does that cause you to do? Of course, it causes you to retreat a bit, but not retreating and becoming the lone ranger, okay? The masked marauder. No, it's retreating and waiting, putting things on hold with this Four of Swords. I'm going to take this Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Let's see. Hi, Norway. Hi, Joan. Norway, Michigan. You're around a lot. Good. Thanks, Emmy. Mizzou, Pisces. Pisces in the house. All right. Pisces, you have to be a little patient. Bear with us. Era of Bolex. I don't get that. Guido juice. What did that? Oh, I get it. Is that flex play? I'm not sure I understand that. Sometimes I read English and I think, oh, this must be a different language. Hola. Very, very. Anib, hi there and welcome. Let's see. Now, I'm going to take these over haphazardly over some of these. Okay. And I have another Seven of Swords. Look at the way these come out. I said, first thing I want to clarify with another tarot is the Three of Swords. I put the Seven of Swords over that, and it's right next to that Seven of Swords. They were paired, and definitely this is a glitch in the system. The King of Cups over that other Seven of Swords. It looks like to me that many of you Tauruses, Tauri, what is the plurus? Many of you Taurus may be involved with a water sign, which is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And it looks like that if you are involved with them, or not a relationship, not a romantic relationship, they may be involved with you, giving you ideas in terms of your pet project, in terms of something you want to do that is being held up and that is causing you a little glitch in the system. That person may be able to give you some form of consultancy. Talk to them. If it's not a mate, it could be someone that you look up to and respect. They can give you help in understanding what went wrong or what you can do. Joan, you're locked down in the house. That makes almost everybody in the room is locked down in the house. Let's see. I'm going to go to this Four of Swords in the end, and I have the Knight of Cups. Here's another water sign. And, it looks like Taurus, they're telling you that, yes, wait, put it on hold because that is much better for you. It will be much, much better for you. From under the deck for the Hermit. Hi, Seville. Very close to me, Seville. The Three of Wands, again, Three of Wands, it's fascinating to use two decks because the cards come up repeatedly. Three of Wands over the Hermit tells me that you need to reassess. You need to take stock again. I do suggest going to a water sign and getting suggestions from them. Let's see. The King of Coins, Two of Cups. King of Coins yields the Two of Cups. Look, you may want, I have a feeling here, Taurus, that you are looking to tie a knot. Many of you, obviously not all of you, and not maybe, you don't even have somebody in your life, or you've been married for 50 years, 40 years, 30 years, 10 years. But there are a number of you, this message is for someone that you're looking to tie a knot there, and you're going to take this opportunity. They say that in crises of this kind, there's a boom of childbirths, and that we channeled last Sunday, we channeled Sylvia Brown, and she did indeed say that, yes, there will be a boom in births. And I think that along these lines, you are moving in that direction, Taurus. Highbrow asks if I can channel Nostradamus. Well, look, it was on my list because I put out a poll and a questionnaire, and several people mentioned Nostradamus. So that is going to be, if you have, please do write to me, and write to me the names of many seers like Nostradamus. Sylvia Brown, I did not know. People say, how could you not know her? Edgar Casey, I do know. But write me other seers that can help us, and I'll put them on the list. I'm going to go to this other Three of Wands, and I get the Ace of Cups. Okay, so you are in the loop working, all right, working on a future pet project and thinking far in advance. You want to make a name for yourself. Look, Taurus, this has been coming up over and over in the past months in readings for you. And even with my clients, and what I'm seeing is that you have a focus, you have a vision, and you will not let that change. That definitely will not change. I'm going to take these Sibilla cards over the 2 7 of Swords to get a better idea of what is going on. Michigan, we have a lot of people from Michigan, I think. 2, 3, here we go. Viaggio, the trip, movement. We have Imeneo, the nuptial dance, da-da, the nuptial dance, da-da, the nuptial dance, da-da. That means marriage is engagement here, and legit, it's a lightness of being. The idea of, wedding, sort of, how can I say, the close quarters and being together, those of you who are young and in childbearing age, this is a topic that's going to come up over and over and over and over again. Now, I'm going to take the runes. Let's see what the runes have to say. Oh, I think we have a comment here, which is kind of funny. Emmy Frog Tarot, funny. Yes, good. Write to me in my, I'll remember that. I'll look at the chat later. Emmy says Nikola Tesla would be interesting to me. Well, I wonder from what point of view. For the channeling. Is that what you meant? I see. John Lennon. Let's take a look at these. And please, those of you who don't want me to talk to my people in the chat room, leave the chat now, because I want to talk to them. It's not distracting. We're giving you your limelight. Come on. Taurus, let's see what is on the table here. Wow. Here we go. It's going to be a long reading, ladies and gents. Beautiful joy, Wunyo. Right up there is Wunyo Brightstave. Joy. Wunyo is a rune that every rune caster wants to see. First thing, joy and happiness, positive outcome, success in finance and affections. Here we have Ingvats, and Ingvats too talks of a successful conclusion. Not only, we've got Soilo, success, the sun. These are signs that there is 1, 2, 3. And it looks, positive, Not only that, let me show you again. We've got here Awats here is the movement, but it tells you it's Merkstave, as you can see, and that means it's slowed up. The movement forward will be slowed down. Okay. Now we have, my heart aches, my stomach hurts. We have Hagalas. Every time I see this damn rune. I start to feel, oh God, now what is it? This means hail, hail, the ice, hailstorms, hail. And it talks of delays. It does talk of delays. It talks about outside forces. And so that's in line with what we saw. And then we have the rune called need here. And this is asking you for patience. I don't know about you. That's the worst thing that people could ask me. This is Algit's Merkstave. Now, Algit's is a protective rune. You are working a bit without a net, I have to say. And the fortune does, and it's favoring the bold, and it's favoring you, Taurus. But here too, this talks of a wait. And we've got here Urus. Urus is Merkstave. It's upside down. Urus talks about strength and vital force and recovery. Now, this is Merkstave, unfortunately, so there will be a needed delay. There is a delay that if you have, the sniffles, cough, cold, it will be longer than usual. Expect that. Don't freak out. Okay? There's strong emotions here. So and it's a strong healing power. This is a healing rune, but it's going to take time. All right. Now, I hope this was of help to you. Do right under this video, ladies and gentlemen, when it gets up after the processing, it takes about 15 minutes, write those names that you want me to channel, because I think that is something that we're all looking forward to. That is something that, especially in these times, these uncertain times, unfortunately, and I'll be very willing. If I can, I'll do it every Sunday. I'll just have to see, if everything goes well, I would love to do that every Sunday. So now we're off to Gemini. Oh, this is great. I'm so happy that you have patience. And if you have to leave the room, come back. Leave and come back. Do that. It's going to be a long reading. And me sipping my tea. So now we're back to the silver witchcraft. Yeah, we're on the air sign Gemini. What's in store for Gemini? What's in store for Gemini in this rite of passage going into the future months? Ooh, nice. Let's see. Okay, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. 6 of Coins. The 10 of Cups. My lucky you. The 10 of Cups. Then we have the 4 of Swords. Of course, we've got the 4 of Swords. And of course, there's always a freaking delay. Yeah, okay, we get that. But we have the Magician. Gemini, the Magician in this reading for the equinox, the autumnal or the spring equinox, is very significant and it's very meaningful. You do not let today, tomorrow, and Monday go without putting out your intentions and working your magic. And the last card of these silver witchcraft is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very fast. So we've got this energy, slow and fast. With the middle of the Magician, what does this tell us? This tells us that what you did before is before, that has to wait. What is coming now is going to be speeding very, very fast. Well, let me take the cats and see if the cats can give us more information on this knight that is the fastest of the 4 knights, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords doesn't look anyone in the face. The Knight of Swords goes through with their sword and just gets whatever they want. So let's see what we have here. We have the Page of Coins. Look how nice that is. Look at the cat with flexing their muscles. Flexing his muscles. The Knight of, the Page of Coins here is a card paired with this very fast Knight of Swords that tempers it and tells us, yes, be patient, but if you move forward quickly, do so with determination and with laser intention. It's pointing to magical solution to what you want. And I can't stop stressing the idea of magic. What is magic? What is magic? Magic is all about us thinking about what we want, asking for what we want, and putting our mind behind what we want. This is magic. This is what we do. Okay, let's go on. Looking at this Four of Swords. Okay, I've got, what do we have? The Three of Swords. This is going to ruin you, Gemini. You will be ready for that. Be ready for a delay that will set you back, and you're going to be angry. Literally, you will be angry. This also may point to people who were supposed to get married in this period, and it is being called off, or in the near future, like May or June, and they will be calling it off. So this is there will be, of course, money loss, and there's cause for being angry. There is cause for being angry, but people come in to watch these readings for guidance, and so let's use that. Let's use that guidance. All right, let's go now down to this lovely, lovely 10 of Cups. God, it's so gorgeous. We have the King of Coins. Now, the King of Coins is a very, very cautious man, a very cautious symbol. And the more caution you exercise, the happier your 10 of Cups situation will be. The 10 of Cups is always a happily ever after card. We know that. But it's telling you that you need to exercise caution. I'm going to go now to this Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups as an entry card does speak to new love. Definitely. And two cards without wanting to I just pulled them out. And I've got the Knight of Cups. Isn't that true? Isn't it true? And this is the beginning. This is our Fool. This is definitely Gemini. If there's anybody who's going to start a new love, this is you. Those of you who are not partnered and are not waiting for their wedding, this is something coming in, and it will be extremely beneficial to you with the Six of Coins. Extremely beneficial. Let me take a few Vera Sibila for you, Gemini. Let's take a look. Wanted to go on this Six of Coins. All right, here we go. Six of Coins is always a lot of, outward extending your energy. And I've got this alegria al cuore, happiness in the heart. Happiness in the heart. This housemaid that is always a card, benevolent card, donna di servizio, and the bambino. This is the beginning. This is an extremely, for those of you who are not paired and you do meet someone in this period, this has been long in coming, and it will be a karmic connection. It will be a very important person in your life, Gemini. Let me take the runes now and take a look at what is coming up for you. Whoop. All right, we have this runaway rune up there. Okay, we have Urus again is Merkstave. Now, Urus is that rune that talks of strength, vital force, vital energy. We may be having to deal with the sniffles and cough and cold and something that is out. I hadn't been sick for 5 years. Knock on wood. Yeah, knock on wood. 5 years. And I had a 10-day cough and cold. After 5 years, I mean, really. Now, this Urus tells you that you may be subject to that, and it will be calling on you to enact a certain amount of sacrifice, changing your habits. And, obviously this is in line with the times, unfortunately. And we have Awats. Awats is Merkstave. Again, this is going to keep you on lockdown. It's Merkstave. Unfortunately, this is a rune, a journeying rune. Here we have, however, beautiful, we've got Weird, the nameless, faceless rune. Weird. Now, this means this is not all runes casters read this. I like the rune, the Nameless Faces rune. It's about faded and undisclosed, something that's faded or undisclosed, something that talks about exactly, it is love coming in. It's a faded love. This is a soul connection here. I'm happy that I can give you that for those of you it pertains to, and it resonates to. Gifu again. Gifu is raising its head. This is a give and take. This is, you are really literally on the receiving end of a partnership, an important romantic development. This 5 times it has said this, and this is Fehu. Fehu was in this position in Merkstave. So there is financial. This is Merkstave, so it will be, how can I say, it's next to Gifu, and even though it's Merkstave, there will be fulfillment in romance, because when they're paired together, whether this is Merkstave or Brightstave, it doesn't matter. Woo! Wow. Hi, Awkward Butterfly from Poland. She's saying hello to everybody. Namaste, and write to me underneath to tell me any other seers or spiritual leaders that you would like me to channel. And as I said, this is a period that I'd like to do that on a regular basis in on the Sundays, because it will, it's Sunday, Let's see. Okay, now let me go on to the next is Cancer. Yippee, Cancer. Okay. Yippee. Let me go to the Silver Witchcraft Tarot first for Cancer. This water sign, Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Pretty soon it's coming up. No? What am I saying? Cancer is June, July. That was a mistake. What's in store for Cancer in this rite of passage period, the equinox? I'm going to use 5 as an odd number because it will be easier for me to work with. Let's see. The Temperance card. First card out, the Temperance card. We have some big ones here. Judgment. Sorry, Justice, the Justice card. Then we have the 10 of Coins. The 10 of Coins. The 5 of Coins. And the 2 of Swords. Now, in universal tarot decks, the 5 of Coins is usually is a card of poverty. There's nothing poor here. There's union here. But there is humanity. There is humankind. There is an interconnection. I'm going to take the cats, the black cats, to give us an idea what that 5 here is all about. Ah, nice. Okay. We've got here something interesting. Here, look. There have been two major arcana. We have 2 more here. First, there is the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands talks about family, talks about stability, talks about success. That is the first card here for this. Then we have 2 other, and they are major arcana. Death, the Death card, and the High Priest. I'm going to pull another card from under the deck, and the Chariot. Look, Cancer, this is a moment that is going to revolutionize your life. You're going to be learning so many lessons. It's as if you're going to come out of this situation, these months, the following months, reawakened. You may have you may be saying something like this to yourself. I've seen the light. I've seen the life. I'm a believer now. Those especially who do not have any spiritual base, but it's unlikely that you will be watching me here if you didn't. But this has something written all over it. Look, you're going to be coming out of the following period as a new person, and it literally will be instilling new life into your bones. How great. I'm going to look at this Temperance card and the Justice card. The Temperance card, my God, another major arcana. Look at this. Temperance over the Temperance. 2 Temperance cards. Look, just as a, where are my Sibilla cards? Just as a clarifier, because this looks like to me that you, Cancer, are going to be really in a difficult moment, especially if you have to work with lockdown, especially if you have to isolate yourself from other people. That will nearly kill you. But they say in Italian, what doesn't kill you is good for you. And so when you come out of it, there are those lessons that you will have learned, but it is going to be a long period for you. Yeah, I'm getting Nostradamus is probably after Edgar Casey's going to be the next one. Look at that. Look at that. We've got Il Dottore, we have the doctor. We've got Donna Maritada, the married woman. This is the protector and melancholy. All right, this is fairly clear. Those of you Cancer friends who are on lockdown, will be on lockdown, have just retired, have lost their jobs in some way. For some reason, you're in a socially distant a situation, a context, are going to be feeling it the most with this doctor, are going to be, it's as if you're thinking to yourself, okay, I probably deserve this. I was a bitch. I was a bastard. I really didn't treat these people. So you're you're going to go through all of these seasons of the heart, and you're going to start doing the mea culpa, and giving yourself the blame for many things, especially someone in your life that has split from you, someone who is in the past, who is no longer actively in your life as a partner. And when I say that, I say you don't sleep together, you don't live under the same roof, you may have family together, but you are not a couple. And this has been making you sad, but you are in a position now where you're going to have to start to learn to stand on your own 2 feet. How interesting is that? I'm going to take the runes for Cancer. Thank you, awkwardly. That's sweet of you. Namaste from India. Good. Nice. I'm so happy that you were able to come and join me, because it's so much better for me when I have an interaction with well, look at this, with my subscribers, with people who subscribe to my channel. Look, Cancer, this is a period that it's probably one of the most important periods of your life. It looks like you're going to come out of this period and saying, this was me before the equinox, and this was me after the equinox. This is me before the lockdown, and this is me after the lockdown. You're going to have to learn some really interesting, life-changing lessons. We've got AWATS, and here you are protected. Please realize that. Please understand, and please don't have the fear creep in, because it looks like that you have a protection. The universe does have your back, not only. And here we do have, again, Hagal, and it does talk, excuse me, making noises here with my on my table. This is Hagal, and this is the hailstorm. These are delays, and like we said, the Temperance does announce delays. Temperance does say to you, look, Cancer, you have to be put through the ringer. Get ready. All right, don't cry over spilt milk. You have to cry over the really serious things. Fehu, it's bright stave here. Fehu talks about fulfillment and financial gain. What does that mean? It means that those lessons will be fundamental to the rest of your life. Isa here, that ice rune here, again, it talks about cooling down your passionate anger, because I see you as being angry that you're in that situation, angry this, angry that. Oh, and you're always you're victimizing yourself. Okay. You're playing the victim, and the runes are not having it. They're not having it at all, because Gifu is here, and Gifu is the rune of partnership. It tells you if you're on lockdown, go and knock on your neighbor's door, stay a foot away from them, but give them your sugar or whatever. Just be nice. Talk to people. And we've got rune, the famous nameless, faceless rune, and this is something that is faded. This is the moment in your life, Cancer, that you were bound to come to grips with your lessons that you just did not learn up until now, especially those of you who were trying to, who tend to play the victim more and give other people the blame. This is the moment where you really have to, they say in Italy, you have to swallow some frogs. You have to swallow some of your pride. Rido is Merkstave, and Rido here is a journeying room as well. Will be a moment when you are constrained. This is being constrained. But we've got Diag, and Diag, ladies and gentlemen, is always a rune that you want to have in your casting. Diag is a rune that talks of increase and growth, learning. It's a learning process. Alleviation of pain after a learning process. Very clear. These runes are so clear. I do hope this was of help to you, Cancer. Write to me underneath the video and let me know what you think, how it was for you, if it resonated, if it didn't, and what areas of the reading did resonate for you. Now let's go to Leo. Fire. The fire of Leo is in our midst. Let's see. Take a swig of my tea, citrus and ginger. Okay, try to keep doing things that you like. Put on smells. It's really important to have some interesting essential oils under your nose. Bergamot, that lemon, grapefruit under your nose really helps the way you see things during the day, and it does change your mood. Lavender, anything that's pleasant to you. All right, Leo, let's see what's in store for you. The Knight of Swords. First card out, the Knight of Swords. All right, let me show you these. We've got the Devil. The Devil, right? Because it's the Devil, I'm going to take it from under the deck and pick up the Six of Swords. All right. Sorry, the Six of Coins. The Six of Coins. Then our focus here is the Page of Wands and the Nine of Wands and the Three of Swords. You've got a mixed bag here, Leo, and not only you come into this period with having spent a lot of your energy not in a windmill way, not going around and around the same things. No, you spent your energy in a manner that has caused you to, however, return to the same place that you were before. And that is signaled here by this, the obsessive devil, I wanted to say diablo. And the Six of Coins tells us of getting an olive branch from someone. I'm going to clarify that with the other tarot, because the Six of Coins is all about extending yourself, coming out to you. Someone else is coming out to you and helping, giving you a helping hand. Let's take a look at that. All right. Dobre in Poland. I spent 2-3 weeks in Poland. Here you go. All right. We have the Justice card, the Ten of Wands, and we have the Knight of Cups. Look, it looks like to me that you're being... This is a karmic moment for you, Leo. I'm not going to mince words. I'm not going to say that everything is beautiful. We don't have a Ten of Cups here. Okay, we have a Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands as our focus here talks about coming head to head with either you and yourself. You're looking at yourself and you're coming to grips with problems that you yourself have. Because this is misdirected energy coming, this is going out of the spread. This was misdirected energy that was not wasted, but if you could make it work for you and learn from that, it's not wasted. But what I'm looking at here is a moment the cards are telling you, well, look, Leo, it is time for you to face your music. I'm not saying that you need to go into look at yourself in the mirror. No, more or less, we all know we have weak points and we have strong points. Of course, if you're not a child, you know that you have them. Oftentimes, we don't see. We literally don't see because we have, like horses, blinders on, and we don't see. The Ten of Wands here is telling me, Leo, this is going to be a period for you that will end a difficult moment, that's for sure, but not without a learning process. You know, I'm hearing the echo of the reading that I just gave to Cancer, but this is a little different because Cancer had all of those major arcana. What I'm looking at here, this Nine of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Ten of Wands. This is, you still have to go through a difficult time and come out with another person. Let me take the Sibila on that, because this Two of Swords, Two of Wands is always a... yeah, I did eat pierogi, awkward butterfly. I did. I'm not a fan of Polish food, I have to say. I couldn't, you know, well, you come from Italy, you go to Poland, it's difficult, you know. Not to denigrate that, but I didn't. That wasn't the most interesting thing for me. The Poles, they're fantastic tango dancers, and their English was near perfect. I didn't even have to try my poor Polish. Let's see. Okay, now the two of, this is, all right, look what they're telling you, Leo. The Two of Wands, I told you, it is something coming to head. You're head to head with somebody. Who? All right, we've got this Nemika, this bitch, this female enemy, the a third party here. Then we have the Lover, could be male, female. This could be male, female. And then the House. Now, the House could be an on-the-job relationship, or a relationship that you have currently and you are living together with. The difficulty here, they tell you that it's going to come to a peak. You're going to, the situation will come to a head. It's going to emerge. You're going to have to be patient and get through this in a way. Of course, remember the Three of Swords is the outgoing card. Let me take another tarot deck on that Three of Swords to see what that brings up. Okay, the Tower. Whoa, what can I mean, what should I say? What else more can I say? The Tower. It does tell you there's going to be a shifting of your entire reality. Underneath the deck has the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is you kicking yourself in the ass saying, why didn't I see that? Why didn't I see those signs? Why? Am I so blinded? And I did talk about the horse with the blinders here, and that was pretty clear. Let me take three Sibila here, Leo, on the Knight of Swords. And I have denaro, the money, the safe. I have Constance, Our Lady Constance, and Stanza, the intimacy, messages. This has all to do with work. You may have, many of you may have misdirected your energy in a professional context. You may have, not seen what was going on around you with a partner you may have, and that could have been the reason, the difficulty, but it's coming to a head now. So please be expecting that. Let's see the runes. All right, we've got on its head right here. We've got Wunya. Yeah. Okay, Wunya on its head. What should that say? Not Merkstave, not Brightstave. That tells you that there is the way you're able to see, your perspective on things that occur will then condition the way you feel, whether you're happy or not. That is, the runes are telling you, they're throwing it right back in your face. This too is on its head. And what is this? Lagos, Lagos. Now, Lagos is a very difficult rune. And when it's Brightstave, everything goes smoothly. When it's Merkstave, there's trouble in the city. And here on its side, it tells me that you're going to have this and that, this and that. This is a very stop-go period for you. Very, very difficult period. But we have weird here. Weird is this faded rune. There's nothing that you could have done, Leo. Nothing you could have done to avoid what's coming. So this is something that had to happen. And it's going to catch you by surprise. Okay? Unless you remember what I'm telling you. This is Rido. There's no going forward with that situation. It's going to be a standstill, halt. Something is coming to a halt. Now, beautiful two other runes. Tyr. Now, Tyr is a rune of victory, or competition, victory in competition, especially with the person in your life. And what's interesting about this, it's extreme motivation. You are extremely motivated to increase your power and your financial situation. And it looks like to me that when this hits the fan, you're going to throw yourself into your professional life or your working life. This is Anzus. Anzus talks of communication, wisdom. And compared to the other, in relation to the other runes around them, it tells me that if you can, use communication to soften the blow and get to the bottom of why things are happening the way they are. But use communication also to avoid this ultimate heartache in the end. Try to understand and come away with it, with the situation, come away from it with a learning perspective. Okay, this is nothing I can change. That's it. Amen. Namaste. Inshallah. I hope this was of help to you, Leo friends. Write to me underneath the video and tell me about your situation. I'd like to hear about that. Now let's go on to after Virgo. We are in with Virgo now. Virgo. Happy that we're here for you. And let's see. What's in store for Virgo? Ladies and gentlemen, what's in store for Virgo for this equinox period and the months to follow? Because this is, like I said, a rite of passage. Virgo. What's in store for Virgo? This strong earth sign. Virgo. Let's see. Interesting. Okay, we got it. We have the Eight of Wands. Something's going very fast. A friend of mine said, the Eight of Wands are called the shooting stars of love, the fast star, the shooting wands of love. Things are going fast. We have next to that the Tower. It's shooting fast and it's going into the tower. Let's take a look under that deck to see. Okay, the World. Oh my gosh. This is like Cancer. This is a very important time. All right, the Tower is going to happen, but you will come round. It's you may not be expecting it, but you'll see why that happened after that. It does happen. The Queen of Wands. This is you, Virgo, right as a focus. and the Knight of Coin. This is the Queen of Coins, obviously. It's you, Virgo. And this is the Knight of Coins. And look at that, the Devil. I'm going to take underneath the deck, we've got the Lovers. Holy moly, holy moly, holy moly, holy moly, holy moly. 4 major arcana, really strong reading, Virgo. You, similar to Cancer, this is something that's going to shock you. It's going to shock you, and it's going to change your life the way you knew it up until now. I have to say that. Let's take a look at the other tarot to see if we can get... Well, no, instead of the other tarot, I think I'm going to use the Vera Sibilla here to tell you the truth. Let's take a look at this pair, the Tower and the World card. Virgo, bear with me. Virgo, bear with me. Wet my whistle. Thank goodness for tea. That's another thing I can suggest everyone. Keep liquids near you. Fresh squeezed juice, water, but water really important. Teas. Let's see. Oh. All right, the clarity is coming. Riunione, the reunion, the meeting. Casa, the house, could be a business, but I'm seeing this as a house. And dispiacere, this is sadness. Definitely, the chips are down. No more playing. Rien ne va plus. You have to get to the bottom of the relationship. You have to get to the bottom of the relationship. Awkward butterfly. There are over 400 infected in Poland. Yeah, I have a very sweet colleague of mine who lives in Poland. She works for the University of Silesia, and she was supposed to travel, but she came to Rome first. And then as soon as she left Rome, a month later, all of this changed. All of this happened. And she's now also working from home as well. It's changing our lives, really. Let's take this. I'm going to take the Sibilla here, Virgo, to the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea, this Lovers card. The Devil and the Lovers. All right, look at this. There's the Doctor, Dottore, the Merchant, and the Gran Signore, the great male, the great protector. There definitely is, I'm going to venture and say that the male of the relationship, one of the males, if it's a same-sex relationship, is going to come out in difficulty, okay, in difficulty. As I saw, I'm sorry to hear that, Neuro, you're laid off. And like you, many other people are laid off. I'm sure of that. This here, remember I said the reunion, the meeting, and we will be, I'm going to be putting out my intentions for you all, really. I do this in the morning, early morning hours, and in the evening, especially for those who are in a very difficult moment. The reunion, and next to that there was Casa. And I said it's a house, but it's also a business. I'm seeing this as a house. Well, I have to change my mind here, because it looks like to me that this talks of precisely what Nirole has just said, being laid off. There's loss here, loss of money, loss of prestige. Precisely. This is a loss of prestige. Whether you equate prestige to money or a position, but there is a loss of prestige. I'm going to take a few more cards, the Vera Sibilla cards, with this on you, on the Queen of Coins, and get a better perspective of this. And in light of what I just said, remember the shooting stars very fast, and in the end, the work situation, they are framing the reading, incoming, outgoing. This is very fast, a situation that's going to hit our pockets very fast, especially Virgo. This is clear to me in this reading. Let's see. All right, how are we faring? Well, there's no secret here. Deliranti, the delirious people. Superbia. Superbia is vanity, and malinconia is melancholy, nostalgia. There is a hit to the vanity. You know, your pride is being struck more than anything else. I want to go see this Knight of Coins. This Knight of Coins. Take a look. Let's see. There's an expression in Italian, hope is the last thing to die. And we all hope, of course. Lettera, letter, viaggio, movement, trip, and the Donna Maritata. She is the counterpart of the Gran Signore. She's a female protector. Could be a male here, though. And this Knight of Coins talks about exactly the hope that you have, Virgo, because you will be seeing shortly that communication will be coming in relation to the situation that is bringing you dismay, whether it's work, whether it's a relationship. Communication is on its way to you that will clarify something in relation to those two things. I'm going to take the Sibilla over this Eight of Wands, those shooting arrows. Okay, here we go. Death, the death card, prigione, the prison, and sospiri, sighing. All right, now this feels clear. Sighing means that there is nothing that you can do. The situation is out of our hands. This prison is usually significant in matters of a marriage, something like a ball and chain, you know, but it is also a partnership, and it does mark the end of a partnership as we know it today. Let me take the runes, Virgo. Let's take a look. All right, we need to have a little bit more. Please write in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Write me something nice that happened to you, something beautiful, something wonderful. All right. All right, let's see. We've got here, Therese laid off as well. This is Manats. This is humankind. It's Merkstave, as you see, which is usually a birth, but a birth of a relationship. But I'm seeing this here as interdependence. Yes, there is interdependence, and what happens to you also happens to someone else. And not necessarily in a good way. But let me show you next to that is Soilo, the sun, which is paired with the rune of weird, nameless, faceless rune of weird, which is faded. This is telling you, Virgo, it's a situation that was unexpected, that happened, and you especially will be coming out smelling like a rose. So if you're going through similar things, being laid off, losing money, there is a turnaround coming up. This is Awats, and Awats is a powerful protective rune, and that speaks precisely to that. Hagal, Hagalas, we know, is a wait, is a delay. So the delay has been coming up for many readings, either through Hagal, Hagalas, through need, through Isa in the runes, and they are stressing that, or through the Four of Swords. It's been coming out over and over again, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do now is ask you, Virgo, to write under my video and let me know how things are. I appreciate that. I'd like to exchange things with my subscribers. Let's go on to Libra. Let's see, Libra. Let's see, Libra, this lovely air sign that is in a moment. Many years ago, the only person that I had ever partnered with, who was a Libra, was a very interesting person for me. They had a very keen sense of aesthetics, and I had to be on my guard all the time about how I looked, and he really didn't like me doing crazy things, you know. But they were, you know, he was so such a gentleman and so mild-mannered and so wonderful, and we're still friends today. I have to say, we're still friends today. But it's I think it's the only Libra I know. He was the only Libra I know. Let's see what's in store for you, Libra, in this rite of passage period. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Let me see. This is the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is a tarot card that talks about moving to a better place, necessarily having to go and wait and being in a better place, a Libra. It is it doesn't talk of delays, but it talks of movement, and it may talk of movement across water. I'm looking at, we'll clarify that. This is a queen of wands. You may have a fire sign in your life. Libra, you may have a fire sign in your life, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But let's go on and show you all of the cards. The Ten of Wands, and clearly this rite of passage period is at a moment when things will be ending. The heaviness in your life will be ending. Let me see. This is the King of Coins. The King of Coins. And this also points to another person who may be in your life who is a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And here we have the Moon card. Now, the Moon card is always a mystery for us readers. It's always a mystery that tells us that there's something hidden here. You see, when the Moon card comes out, the Moon, like the High Priestess, is a tarot card that hides things, and we'll get to the bottom of that. Let me show you here what Neurolay says, a positive. Oh, here's a good story. We're trying to conceive. Oh, lucky you. Yesterday, here, wait, let me put it down. Hubby caught a 30-inch striper fish that happened to be pregnant. I thought that was a new baby sign. Thank you. Thank you so much, Neurolite. Thank you so much for this. Congratulations. Congratulations. This is great. Baby dust. She's waiting for baby dust, Neurolite. All right. Now, let me get to the Vera Sibilla here. I'm going to look at the Vera Sibilla over that 10 of wands. I'd like to look at that. How wonderful. Baby dust. There was the reading for another, was it the Taurus that talked about conceiving? Neurolay, go look and see if you have, or go back and listen to them and see where I said that, and see where that sign falls in your chart. You may be surprised. Let's see. Let's see this 10 of wands. The 10 of wands. All right, let's see. A meeting, riunione, this is coming together. Omaggio di preziosi, a gift. This is news as well coming your way. And melancholy. Look, this is clarifying the 10 of wands, which is the end of a heavy cycle. So if you have been separated from someone, there will be communication in that sense. But unfortunately, there is sort of looking back to a moment when you perhaps were in the same place at the same time. This talks of some situation that is not completely fulfilling you in terms of another person. Let me take the Moon card. All right, let's get to the bottom of that Moon card. Let's get to the bottom of that Moon card. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, great news. Harmony. Harmony. Look at that. My first grandchild was born yesterday. He's so beautiful. How wonderful. My God. Oh, it's wonderful. You become crazy. You become crazy when you're a grandparent. Everyone used to tell me that. I too had my first grandchild 2 years ago. I became crazy. I started crocheting. I crocheted Adidas sneakers for the kid. Tiny, tiny, this big. I crocheted everything. I crocheted everything. I was going crazy crocheting. But it's such a wonderful joy. It is such a joy. And it happened at a very sad moment of my life when I lost my sister a month after that. And so, you get caught with that life. This is life, this is life. And even though it did happen, there's nothing that could really, when there's such a great loss, when you lose someone that was so close to you, it's something that you bring with you forever, and you never really lose their spirit. But I tell you, the birth was just superb. The moon, ladies and gentlemen, Libra friends. All right. Oh, ho. All right. What is it hiding? We got Libra. Look, there's L'amante, the lover. Stanza is the room. This is communication from someone, a significant other. And this is legit. It's the lightness of being. This is sexual contact. I do hope that comes about, even if there is a lockdown, Libra. I'm really rooting for you. I'm going to take a tarot on that moon. Let's see. Libra, the tarot. Let's see. From the bottom of the deck. The World card. Yeah, the reunion finally comes about. I'm going to take let's see. I'm going to take the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands. Yes. Okay. So you do get information. You do get, okay, this is the messenger. This is the delirious people, the delirious men, and death. You do get information coming your way that talks to you about an immense change, a complete change. A reversal of things that have been happening in your life. Let's clarify now that Six of Swords that I told you that it is a movement. It's perhaps going over water, but it is moving from one place to another. The runes will help us with that in a moment. Okay, well, it looks like it's time to move on. Yes, we have the enemy, the female enemy, and we have the Vecchia Signora, the old lady who speaks to change. Positive change and consoling surprise here. This looks like you will be moving from one situation and into another on that moon. And it looks like to me that you have to be very careful. There's a super moon coming up. I'm going to do a live reading. It's the beginning of next month, if I'm not mistaken, 4/3. I don't remember. You can't quote me on that. But this looks like, Libra, this is what you're in store for. I'm going to take the runes here. All right. Libra. Hagal. We have to wait. Hurry up and wait. There is a stand down. You standing down. You have to wait. There is a delay. Lagos Merkstave. Remember I said smooth sailing if it's bright stave, but bumps in the road when it's Merkstave. And this is what we have. It's Merkstave and Thurisaz. Here is another rune that when it comes out, I say, oh, freaking. Thurisaz is always a very difficult rune. It's a protective rune. It talks about protection and luck, especially paired with other runes that I don't see here. Unfortunately, it means to me that surprises are going to come in when you least expect them. Be ready for that, and surprises that you may not be liking very much. Then we have Ingvats here. Ingvats is a successful conclusion. Ta-da! We've got the moon where the world comes out, the successful conclusion. So it looks like coming up, there's a separation, and then there is something new, somebody new coming in your life. Fehu, is Merkstave this way, and it talks about a lack of romantic gain, especially in the beginning here. But it does spell fulfillment nonetheless. And this is this new entry or a newcomer here that I see. Rido Merkstave it was. Unfortunately, here too it talks about being at a standstill and having to change your rhythms. Tyr is Merkstave. We saw that in another reading. Tyr talks about victory in competition. When there was this other situation, Tyr was Merkstave. You were not victorious in this competition. There was a third party, okay? So that's really very clear. Libra, I hope this was of help to you. And do write to me underneath and tell me the story if you don't mind sharing with others who may read, because it's always interesting to understand and listen to other people's stories. There are stories. Now let's go. Let me get these out of the way, and we'll go to Scorpio. Scorpio, we're coming down slowly but surely. Let's slowly but surely. Okay. Things happen when you least expect it. For example, Nirole, who was wanting to have a child and just got laid off. That happened to me when my husband and I had purchased a house, and he got laid off. And it was just the bills, and everything just happened, and small children, everything is. But that's life. That's life. Yes, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Now I'm going to go for Scorpio. What's in store for you, Scorpio? 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 Okay. Well. How interesting is this? All right, there's the sun, and we all know that when the sun comes into a reading, it augurs well. Light, it represents light for us. So we are of that mind, Scorpio. Then we have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is a house card, is a home card, is a card of a successful fire in the home. And this is happiness as well. We have the Two of Coins, and the Two of Coins is, I'm reading this as changes here. Things have been changing. There have been ups and downs, and thank God we have the Magician here. I cannot stress enough, you Scorpios out there, use this equinox period to make your magic. Look all over the internet. Put your mind behind your convictions and get what you want. Strive for what you want. And of course, we have this Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords does talk about delays, does talks about regrets. And this may be talking about your conditions that just are not going your way, but that are of secondary importance. It is of secondary importance because there is no other card that shines brighter than the sun. And I have to say, I can't say enough that this is, and we have the sun. 5 cards, you have 2 major arcana. This is great. It is great. Okay, so we have some regrets. Okay, so we made some mistakes. Big deal. Who hasn't? Throw the first stone. Those of you who have not made mistakes. All right. Roseanne. Hi, missed your readings. Well, every now I'm always reading. Probably not the way many of you want. The readings for per signs, I'm doing that differently because I think that I can do much better if I give messages, for example, through channeling and the pick a card readings. It's a different take on readings. And I'm a kind of person who likes to change things. I like to be a little creative, and I like to keep myself. I get bored doing the same thing. So that's the way. That's why. I'm going to go to this Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords, look at this. How interesting is this? We've got the Two of Swords. We have the Four of Swords. and the Six of Cups. All right. So there are delays. There are delays and difficulties, decisions that you need to make with another person. But harmony is coming to reign once again. Okay, so we made mistakes and we will continue to make mistakes. And we never always learn from our mistakes. Isn't that a pain? We don't always learn from our mistakes. I'm going to go here to this Two of Coins. Oh, interesting is this. We've got the Empress card. And another Two of Coins. Another Two of Coins. And the King of Coins. You may, Scorpio, be involved with an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or Capricorn, or may be looking at your financial situation very, very, very carefully and trying to be creative as you can concerning your financial situation. The Two of Coins, double here tells me that you are changing the way you do things. You're using your creative energy to invent something new, because it's a time, you're putting your thinking cap on. And I see this as very, very positive, especially knowing that there's this magician here for you. But your home is very warm. Your home this is a moment, Scorpio, that I see you as extending yourself willingly to others in the best way that you know. Hi there, Yas from Las Vegas. Good. Hi, hello to everyone from Yas from Las Vegas. Now, look, there's another. I have to show you some more cards. I'm going to take the Virasibila on some of these, especially the Magician. Yas, I have a sister who's works for an airline, and she's a hostess, and all of the European flights I usually see her in Rome. They, closed down. They couldn't come to Europe. The next flight, she was supposed to go to Las Vegas, and it was called off. And she had to call in sick for I don't know what reason. And then we found out that a controller in the tower of Las Vegas airport came down with the virus. And so I told her, look, just count your blessings. Things just always happen for a reason. Okay. Moral of the story, she's not flying. Flying is out in this period. Let's see. Leggerezza, vanity, lightness of being. Deliranti, the delirious people, and viaggio, trip movement. Look at this. Scorpio, I'm telling you, you would love to go see that person and have wonderful conversations lying down with them. Let's put it that way. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. But you can use your intentions. There are many ways to see someone, not only in person. Let's go to the Four of Wands. Scorpio. No, I haven't. Yes, I've never heard of Chico Javier. Can you write that under my video? Because the chat, once I close it, I won't be seeing it anymore. So if you couldn't write that under and remind me, it's for channeling. I'm going to the Four of Wands, Scorpio, the Four of Wands. Allegrezza al cuore, happiness in the heart. A nuptial dance coming together. Imeneo and Ladro, there's no coming together, but there is happiness in the heart. You, like many of us, are on lockdown, Scorpio, either because you're ill, you have the sniffles and you just don't want to give anybody else the sniffles, or because literally you are victim, like we are, of all these changes. But it looks like you never let that urge, that passionate urge, is not stifled. It's not stifled. Okay, interesting runes. Okay, so we have, all right, we have a couple of difficult runes. Again, we have Hagal. Hagalas is the rune, like I said, It gives us a delay. Okay. And need also talks of a delay, and it talks of constraints. And the constraint is seemingly in the cards that have told us that you cannot see eye to eye literally. Fehu here talks about fulfillment. There is romantic and financial fulfillment for you. Even though there's a delay on the fulfillment, financial fulfillment. Here I have Yera, and Yera is quite interesting. It's a harvest rune. It talks about rewards for your efforts, and so really do put on that thinking cap like you have been, and try to reinvent yourself. You'll be very successful. Wunyo tells me in Merkstave position that you're not happy about the situation. You don't mind being home, and you don't mind being away from that loved one, but you do not want, like, your happiness could be at the stars. You could touch the stars. There's an expression in Italian, I touch the sky for how happy I am. That's not the case in this period. But there's something new here, Bjork Berkana, Scorpio. Something new is being born. Whether it's someone you have been with for a long time, or someone who has been in your past, but you will be seeing again. And Urole, this also talks of childbirth as well. So let me know. And then we have AWATS. AWATS is a journeying room. You are on lockdown. You have to be careful where you move, careful where you go. Well, I do hope this was of help to you, ladies and gentlemen, Scorpio friends. Again, write down under the video anything that is happening to you. Like, for example, today we found out she wants to get pregnant. The other is a grandmother. Perfect. I mean, it's wonderful. This is fantastic news. We don't have to just look at the dreary news, do we? All right, now let's go to fire sign Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Let me sip my tea. Let me show you that I'm putting it in here, taking it and drinking it. All right, so let's take a look. Let's take a look for Sagittarians. Sagittarians. Okay. Sagittarian. Yeah, well, you see, the Empress also talks about childbirth. Okay, the Empress also talks about childbirth. That, and when I don't want to say anything. You Neurole, you write under the video. You tell us all. We'll all be happy for you. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's so many important. There's the Emperor here. The Emperor, you may be involved with an Aries, Sagittarius. The Six of Cups, how lovely that is. The Six of Cups, this renewal of love. The Seven of Coins. Here, the Seven of Coins is a card that tells you, we're not there yet. We're coming. We are coming. I'm working. I'm coming. You know, the Page of Wands here is a messenger for you. We'll get to the bottom of what that message is. And the Chariot. We've got the Chariot and the Emperor here. Look, you may be in a moment of difficulty, as I see with this Seven of Coins. But Sagittarius, I tell you, and I've said this over and over again in the readings in the past, I remember, it's your time. It's your moment. Very, very lucky moment for you, especially on the job. And of course, those of you who have a relationship, it's a strong one. Let me see. Harmony, hang on. I'm going to put your message here. My video keeps freaking out. Sometimes it pauses and sometimes it rewinds. Well, look, to avoid things like that, I changed my setup and I have a direct link. I have a cable to my computer, so the Wi-Fi isn't giving me, because the Wi-Fi I saw was always unstable. So with the cable, it goes right into the computer, so it's not on my end. All right, let's go to this Seven of Coins. Sagittarius, the Seven of Coins. Yeah, okay. Somebody's on the job. Somebody on the job. is thwarting you. Okay, I have the lightness of being. Somebody is giving you, all right, the stanza messages here coming in, the room and then the enemy. There is somebody thwarting you on the job, somebody that's not working in your best interest. And it's not on a strong level. I don't have to say that. It's something that, because being a 7, it will be resolved within a month, actually. But know that it is, you do have somebody that doesn't see eye to eye to you, and they take the first chance to speak of that with a superior of yours. So you might just, know that happens. Then I want to go to this lovely Page of Wands, what that message is all about. Let's see. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. We have melancholy. Melancholy. We have the Gran Signore, the great man, and Mercar the merchant. And again, this also, the Page of Wands is a messenger. And you will find that out. You will find that out, Sagittarius, that there is someone who is not exactly speaking ill of you, because, of course, you've got the Chariot on your side. You have the Emperor. You are strong. If anybody could be strong, you are strong. So this is just a very small case that it persists, but it will then be resolved very quickly. I'm going to this 6 of Cups. As 4 cards have come out. Amalata, the ill one, Vedovo, the widow, consoling surprise, and death. So now we have here, over this 6 of Cups, this is a very interesting take on this. Someone from your past who you thought had gone on to their new life, they got married, and actually did not. They did not go on to marry and they have their life on. They get in touch with you, or either directly to you or through someone else. And it's very, excuse me, it's very brief, the communication, but it's something that will give you such joy, such joy. Let me go to the runes here, Sagittarius. Okay, let's take a look. Otala. We've got Otala. Otala is talks about your possessions, talks about things that money can buy. It looks like to me that not only I'll give you an example. All right. There is, many of you maybe had plans to get married and in the upcoming months, but the situation in your country, in your town, in your city is such that you have to cancel those plans and you're losing money. All right. So you will be losing money. And that is something that pains you on the one hand, and you may probably have lost a down payment. Okay. But what I'm looking at here is that the positive side of canceling, it far outweighs the negative. Now, that was just an example. I have Awats here. This is a protective rune. So whatever decisions you have made in relation to something that needed to be dealt with right away, it is going to work in your favor. I have Ansus here, and this is communication. This is a communication that will be reaching you in relation to the work situation, as we saw with this Page of Wands. You'll be hearing about that. Yera. Now, Yera is always such an interesting rune. It talks about harvest, and it's a karmic rune. It's a reward for your efforts. And like I said, even if there are naysayers in your midst, you have those major arcana on your side. And one last rune here is Awats, and Awats here is a journeying rune. And Awats talks about movement, and I'm seeing this movement as a professional career jump moving forward for you, Sagittarius. Good for you. Good luck. Let me know how things pan out. Write to me under my video, ladies and gentlemen, Sagittarian friends. Let's see. Put these away, and now we are on Capricorn, 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 Capricorn. I always say hello to my friend Capricorn, Nelita, Lita. Hello, if you're watching. She's in, where is she now? She's in Ireland. Another person who travels a lot. Let's see. Let's see. Capricorn, you lovely earth sign. Lovely earth sign. Let's see. Capricorn. Let's see. Okay. Capricorn. This is the focus. I'll get to the focus later. All right, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Coins. The Four of Cups. We've got the Eight of Wands. And the King of Wands. Looks like to me that you are involved, ladies and gentlemen, Capricorn friends, with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It looks like to me. The focus here, this Four of Cups, whereas this... All right, let's call a spade, Capricorn. Are you bored? Yes, you can be bored. All right. You are easily bored? Yes, you are easily bored. You want to make, I'm seeing you as making plans, but going places, going and wanting and putting seeds out and trying to do something that you really want to do. And over again, there's sort of like a maze and someone's halting you. And but your spirits are high. You have a lot of energy, an extreme amount of energy. But the fear here is that you may fall prey to boredom. And so what I'm going to do is take these Black Cat Tarot, this Black Cat Tarot deck, and take a look at that Four of Cups card. And I'm going to take it from the bottom of the deck. The Seven of Cups. Well, yeah, this is not, okay, there's boredom here, but there's also scattered energy, unfortunately. Let me take a look with this deck, this Vita Sibilla, scattered energy. Okay, we've got dispiacere, sadness here. A letter. Communication, and Vecchia Signora, the old lady who speaks to positive change. You need communication. All right. How can I say, your salvation in this period is going to be through the communication that you entertain with other people. Whether it's a soulmate, whether it's a companion, whether it's someone far, or near, or someone who's just a friend, a relative, but you have to keep, that is your saving grace, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go to taking these nights one at a time and seeing how what they are trying to say. Let's see. Okay, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, we've got the movement, viaggio, we've got the trip, movement. Giovane Fanciulla, the virgin of the deck, who speaks to newness. And we have the Artist. Look, it looks like to me that your energy was spent there, Capricorn. Your energy was spent in a very productive phase, in a very creative phase, and you thought long and hard about it, but you're again here thinking long and hard about it because you haven't reached goals that you wanted to reach. Here we have the Amatrice, the female lover, could be a male. We have Superbia, vanity, and then we have Gran Consolazione. How interesting this is. This tells me that the area that will be, not only communication is the area that will bring you more joy than anything else, but the area of companionship, the area of love, the area of oneness with another person who you care very much about. I'm going to take the runes now, but first of all, let me take a look at that King of Wands. I almost forgot about that King of Wands. We said may be a fire sign for you, and lo and behold, yeah, allegrezza al cuore, happiness in the heart. Omaggio, these are gifts. This is communication with them. And mercante, a merchant, someone who you may have met on the job, or who proposes going into a partnership in future for work. Now I'm going to the runes. Let's see. Bjork Berkana, right in the middle. A new project is being born. And let me turn the other runes around because it looks like that there is, nameless, faceless rune there. Right, this is a karmic rune, a fated rune. There's something still that you're not expecting, Capricorn, that still needs to be birthed, still needs to start. And those of you who are expecting and want children, there is a very good chance here. We do have Isa slowing down, cooling down. Things are cooling down for you. And, this has been coming over and over again. And Therisats as well. Therisats talks about luck and protection. You are protected. You sometimes get the impression, it's never going to work. It's never going to work. But no, that's not the case. There is protection here, and something new is definitely going to work out for you. But it's on hold, and it doesn't have anything to do with what you've done in the past. It's something completely new that I can see from. And there is more than one person in your life. Of course, you propend for one, but the other person is interested in you, and not only in a work sense. They may have greater interests in you. And so I don't want to say watch out, but bear that in mind, okay? Bear that in mind, that choice, that request, that asking you out, that hinting to a relationship is going to be coming up. Capricorn. I do hope this was of help to you. Do write underneath my video and let me know how the reading went. From the Netherlands, let's see, Anita, let's see. Good evening, beautiful people. Greetings. Thank you from the Netherlands. Great. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo. Oh, Anita, thanks for joining us. Now let's go to Aquarius. I'll go to my tea. We are Aquarius and Pisces. Wow. What will I do without you after you're gone? I'm going to have dinner and do the things that I have to do on lockdown, trying to see my friends in a different way. Let's see. Special certain people that I would like to see. And we, like everyone else, okay, we are being punished, perhaps. Oh, look what I did. All right, let's see. Aquarius, what's in store for you in this period of time? Aquarius, what's in store for you? We've got the Emperor here. Again, I'd like to say, Aquarius, you may be involved with an Aries, as when that comes out right off the bat. The Two of Wands. Interesting. The Ace of Swords. The King of Coins, and this points to an earth sign you may be involved with, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And, the Three of Swords. Look, Aquarius, I remember months and months and months ago, before the new year, that I said to you, something's going to come up. The truth will be emerging. A significant other of yours will be telling you something you didn't expect them to tell you. They will finally be giving you their truth. Somebody who will confide in you or reveal something that they've never revealed to anyone else. You certainly not. I see you strong. You're very strong. I see you as commanding. I see you in a very self-confident place. Not only energetically, I'm seeing this as your, how can I say? I'm seeing this as you in a position of being able to help other people. And this may point to people who are in the world working in hospitals, staff who are, who are paramedics, physicians, nurses. It looks like, to me, many of you may be in that position, and you're measuring yourself against other people, and you're measuring yourself against time with this Two of Wands. I'm going to take this right on the Two of Wands. Right on that Two of Wands. Okay, there you go. I have this house. This is also a business, could be, and ladro speaks to negative change, this thief, and stanza, the room, communication. It looks like to me that there is news, unfortunately, that is coming to you, having to do with your tribe, okay? The roots, the people that you have a very strong a bond with, and it will be worrisome news, but not too worrisome, because the outgoing card is the room card, and it talks of a possibility there, sort of light at the end of the tunnel. Aquarius, I'm going to take a look at this Three of Swords closely. Let's see. Okay, Anita says she's a massage therapist, holistic massage therapist. Good for you, Anita. Let's see. The Three of Swords. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. There's a curse and a blessing here, Aquarius. Something goes wrong with a significant other and someone you had counted on, someone that you really hoped would be in your life more on a stable basis. The communication came in and gave you that information. However, it's a blessing in disguise. You see it, you feel elated immediately. You feel suddenly like you're floating on air. Oh my God, finally, they told me, finally, I can close that door. Finally. And what started out as a negative situation ends up giving you such light at the end. And we talked about light at the end of the tunnel. Again, such a lot of light at the end of the tunnel. Let me look at this Ace of Swords, this emerging truth. Let me see if that pertains to another person or something that you will be revealing to others. This is sighing, so speedy. Legere is the lightness of being, and nemica, the enemy. It looks like that if you are on the speaking end, if you are the one who is giving your truth, you're going to reveal to a partner that you always were afraid that they would have had another person, another party, another male or another female. And that was your greatest fear. If you are on the receiving end, what they will be telling you finally is that they are not. They only have eyes for you, and they're very proud of being with you. So, it's a win-win type of situation, whatever the truth that emerges. And I've got here this the King of Coins, this Earth sign, and let me see. Allegrezza al cuore, happiness in the heart, this mother here, and a bambino, the child. It looks like to me that, again, this idea of births, if you're interested in conceiving, this is a good time for you. This is a good time for you. And many of you out there will plant the seeds in this period, in this rite of passage period. Wow. Boy, I'm going to get a lot of news coming up from people. Who's pregnant? How many people have become pregnant in this lockdown period? Here we go. All right, we've got Rido, and we are on the move. Rido is the journeying rune, and you are definitely on the move. After having found out that the situation has closed with another person, here is the closure that you needed, and you can then move on. It looks like to the rider, the Wu is next to Weird, the faded rune, which talks about something undisclosed, and that is the truth emerging that is coming your way. It's a faded bit of information. Here is Urus, Merkstave. It talks about strength generally, but here I see you as being weakened by that information initially. But then strengthened, because I have here Isa right next to that. And Isa talks about doing things on your own terms, wanting to do them on your own terms. And finally, you feel like you're no longer bound to that person. And here I have need. And need talks of a delay, patience. It requires you to be patient in regards to a new situation coming up. And then I have here Yera. Yera talks about karmic rewards. You will indeed be rewarded for your efforts. And those of you who are expecting a ruling and you have a court ruling, it will go your way. You'll be receiving that. You'll be hearing about that right now. So I do hope that was of help to you, Aquarius. And write to me below and let me know what of the reading resonated, what part, and if you don't mind sharing your stories with us. Now let's go on to, last but not least, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Wonderful. Those of you who have waited, you're being rewarded, Pisces. Thank God I have a moon in Pisces. I have my birth sign is Aries, my rising is Aries, and thank goodness for my moon, which is Pisces, or else I'd be punching people around every day. Let's see. And I have punched a few in my day. Let's see. Okay, there you go. All right, let's see. We got some big cards here. The Six of Swords. We've got this movement again. This movement. Going somewhere. Let's see. The Three of Wands, taking stock. Pisces, you're taking stock. We have here the Six of Cups, a return, yeah. And there is that return. We have the Five of Swords. Okay, the Five of Swords typically does talk about regrets, and we'll take a look at that. You know, drawing the line in the sand for you to see where was that mistake that I made, and how can I change that. The moon, La Luna, this is the moon. I'm going to, and this is again, the moon in that same position was also for another reading. And I'd like to see what that moon is hiding. Let me take the Vera Sibilla cards and go immediately to the Five of Swords, this difficult card that I hate to see come up in a reading, but from what I'm looking at, the rest of the cards here are really going your way, Pisces. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I get it. We get it. Vedo, the widower, a lover, and sadness. Okay, so it's either you or you're involved with a person who is feeling very sad because of the end of the relationship between you and them. And this is going to be ushered in the following months, remember. This also can be in relation to you who are saddened because of the end of a relationship. But I'm looking, that means I have to go right away to that moon card and see what the moon says. Let's take a look. Let's hear what Cancun Lover 88 says. Pisces here, strong connection to Venice in my life. Canals in Venice are regenerating. This lockdown might be a purifying moment. Absolutely. You take pictures, you look at pictures of the waters in the canals that almost look blue. I've never seen them that way. Then to the moon. The moon, we have Denaro, the safe. We have La Riunione, the meeting, and Nemica, you will be coming. This is the surprise. You will be coming face to face with someone who you met and for some reason may have had a strong relationship with. Friendship. I'm looking at it as a friendship. They may want to see you, but it looks like to me, ladies and gentlemen, Pisces friends, you're not having it. Let me pull another card from under the deck to clarify that. Okay, the Empress. No, you're not having it because you're too creative to do that. You're on a roll. You're busy. You're busy. You are busy. Wonderful. Thank God. And you're pregnant. If those of you who are, Pisces, for those of you who are in childbearing years, get ready. Get ready. There's something that may be coming up. I'm looking at this Three of Wands now. The Three of Wands taking stock of something. Yeah, okay. We have the regrets are there. We have Deliranti, the delirious men. Delirious people, gran consolazione, great consolation, and the nuptial dance, being close to someone. All right, what does this talk to? Taking stock of what has gone before, which was very hectic, very crazy, but life augurs well in the interim here, going through this rite of passage. The upcoming months are going to be very important for a relationship, Pisces, for you. I'm going to go to the Six of Swords. Now it's going on 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm going to have to close this after this reading. I really hate to do that, but I have an engagement here. Let's see. Commitment. Over that Six of Swords, we have the viaggio, the movement, the trip, consolante, consoling, surprise, and giovane fanciulla, she's a harmony, the virgin who speaks to harmony. Here we do talk of harmony. And look, this, you're going to, right, what is the message here, Pisces? It talks to you about embracing a new mode of, well, a new perspective, first of all, and a new mode of existing. Your values are going to go about face. You're going to look at things differently. Even the way you look at relationships will be different. And your what's good for you, what's interesting for you, Pisces, is that the more you can communicate your perspective and your ideas, and that fact of talking is what is going to smooth things around you and your tribe, your friends, your close relatives, your lovers and relationships are going to be able to side with you and understand you. All right, so what do we got? We've got 30 sats beating the drum, 30 sats here telling you that this is important for you not to let up. You have to go and talk about your perspective. You have to exchange ideas about that, because that's what's going to condition the future for you. Fehu, Merkstave. Money is going to be an issue. Perhaps you're not going to get any extra money, because next to that I have Yera, and Yera talks about rewards, but that means they are coming down further on down the line. The hue tree upside down here, Merkstave Algides talks about not having a safety net. So you have to be careful with your finances, because that is going to take a hit, at least any extra money. But here, Tyr, bright as day, talks about victory in competition. You, in comparison to others, is a winner. You are a winner, Pisces. Lagos, bright stave, ooh la la, thank God. It is fine. Things will be working out smoothly for you, Pisces. Do not worry. It's all about water, Lagos. We do have Pedro here, though. Pedro is a Merkstave, and Pedro is usually, well, it's a magical rune, and it looks like you don't have what it takes in your energy now to see the magic around you. Please, please try to open your eyes to that. Tammy, goodbye. Don't worry. And now we have Manat's Merkstave, this humankind rune that tells you you will be a bit isolated from those around you, which makes sense, obviously. But hey, we've been talking about it for 2 hours now. We know this is the drill. We're ready for it. So all I have left to say, Pisces, do write underneath my video and tell me what resonated, what didn't, and tell me about your story. That means namaste. And thank you so much for bearing with me this whole long. Come tomorrow. We start at the same time, and we'll be seeing what we can hear from Edgar Casey. Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for this.